Hey, good morning, guys. It is Monday, June 5th, and it's math time. It's 10 o'clock. I just went over what you should be doing, which is first, today you need to submit 1405, the end of Mod 14 activity. 5 people submitted it. So that leaves, a lot of you, 16 who still need to do it. And then, yes, you can work in partners. And then the second thing you need to do is remember to do a dream box. And then the thing we're working on today is 1501. It's due tomorrow. It's a quiz. So, oops, sorry, I don't mean to be on that one at all. Let's go here. Video game sequencing. Don't get too excited. It's not really a video game, right? So this is a 7-page lesson. On the last page, you can see that it asks you to do everything in the assignment and then at the end, complete the quiz. So that's due tomorrow, but please don't start with that one today. Start with 1405, the end of Mod 14 activity, after I stop. I'll just go through the lesson quickly to explain what it's about. So here's what you're going to learn. You're going to be able to generate 2 number patterns with the same starting number for 2 different given rules. So this is one of those things where you're looking at numerical patterns. These are kind of fun, I think. They're kind of like a riddle. Rules for sequences can involve any operation: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. For example, add 1, subtract 6, multiply by 3. Look closely at the following number sequence: 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. Identify the rule. Tell me if you know it. Put it in chat. It's a pretty easy one. Can anybody figure out the rule?
I know.
What is it? What's the rule?
Adding by 4.
Adding 4 is the rule, and you have to be careful with what you start with. In this case, you started with 2. The rule for this sequence is add 4. This is kind of a fun game to play when you're with a group of people, is what's my rule? Let's learn about different types of patterns Calvin uses to create his video games.
Xbox 360.
Yeah.
GameCube.
Oh,
Nintendo.
you knew these games?
PlayStation 2 or 1 controllers. Basically the same exact controller, just they changed it up a little bit.
All right, we're moving on. Calvin needs to create 2 number sequences. The first sequence will follow the rule add 2. The second one will follow the rule add 4. Both sequences are going to start from 0. Each only needs to go until the 5th term. So here we are. If you were asked to do that, you'd start at 0 and you'd create 5 terms. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Okay. Step 2, we needed to do it by 4s. 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Okay. So, and then they created a chart to show the terms, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the 5th number in the sequence. They're calling them terms. Calvin thinks it's fun to create patterns for video games with his friend John. Let's solve to find the terms they used in their sequences. Example 2. They each created a different number sequence. Calvin's sequence uses the rule multiply by 3. John's uses the rule multiply by 6. Multiply this time. So be careful of the operation they ask for. They start at 1. What are the first 5 terms? If you start at 1 and you multiply by 3, 1 times 3 is 3, right? 3 times 3 is?
3.
No, 3 times 3? 9. 9 times 3? Help out, guys. What's 9 times 3? Remember, 9s are like 10s, and then you just take away. So 10 times 3 would be 30, and then you take 3 from that, because it's only 9 3s, not 10.
27.
27. Now 27 times 3. 20 times 3 is 60. 7 times 3 is 21. 60 and 21 makes?
81.
81. Thanks. Let's see if we got the first one right. Step 1, 1 times 3, 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. Hooray! So that's what you're doing. That's what they're asking you to do, is create a sequence of numbers. Let's test out the game. Complete the number sequence to the 5th term. Multiply by 2 starting from 5. Let's do the multiply by 2 starting from 5. 5 times 2 is? Come on, friends. What is 5 times 2? People, put it in the chat or say it. What's 5 times 2? What is 5
10.
times 2? 10. So the first number is 5. The second number is 10. What's 10 times 2?
20.
20.
Yep. What's 20 times 2?
40.
40.
And 40 times 2?
80.
80.
So here we go. What is the first number that is in both sequences? So that's our 5 sequence. Now we're going to do it. The rule is add 8 starting from 8. So what's 8 plus 8?
16.
Plus 8? You're basically just doing the multiples of
24.
24 plus 8. Or 4 times 8.
32.
And 5 times 8. Five times 8, friends.
40.
Yep. So here's the 2 sequences. What is the first number that is in both sequences? Look in the chat.
40.
40. So that would be your answer to that question. Here are the steps again, where they have you create the sequence, create the second sequence, and then you compare them. You made it through the first challenge. Try completing the sequence in the next level. So here you subtract 10 starting at 90. So this one's going to go backwards. It's going to start with 90. What is 90 minus 10?
80.
Minus 10.
70.
Minus 10.
60.
Minus 10.
50.
Okay, so there's 5 terms of that one. Now subtract 5 starting from 65. 65 minus 5 is?
60.
Minus 5 is?
55.
Minus 5 is?
50.
Okay. And minus 5 is 45. And then they're going to say, what's the first number in both sequences? So you're going to have to look at those two.
50.
Yeah, 90, 80, 76. What about 60?
Oh yeah, 60.
So be careful because 60 is the first term. 50 is the second term. All right.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. That is what they're doing there. I think that's probably all they do in this lesson, but let's take a look. Add 3 starting from 0. Yeah, they're just practicing it a bunch. Prepare and compare. Ah, here he's adding fractions. Let's see if we can make it through. Adding 1/2 starting from 0. So 0 is the first number, and then what's 0 plus 1/2? Friends, if you have 0 and then you get a half, how much do you have?
Half.
A half, and you get another half. Now how much do you have?
1.
1 whole, and you get another half, and how much do you have now?
1/2.
1.5, and then you get another half, and you have
2.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 terms. So now we got to do it. Rule, add 1/4 starting from 0. 0 plus 1/4 is?
1/4.
1/4 plus 1/4 is?
2 quarters.
Which is the same as?
1/2.
1/2. 1/2 and a quarter is? Or 2 quarters and a quarter is?
3 quarters.
3 quarters. And 1 more quarter?
1 whole.
1 whole. There we go. There's our 2 rows in the chat. And it says compare the corresponding terms. So here we are.
0.
And there are the chart. There's the chart with all the terms in it. We got it right. And if they were asked us what's the first term they have in common, you said 0, right? I think that's
Yeah.
true. We were able to make it through the different levels of Calvin's video game. Now you got to create some on your own. Show your understanding by completing the worksheet in a sequence. This is not the assignment for the lesson. This is practice, but it's good practice. So you should open it up and give it a try. Add 5 starting from 5. So here you go, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? This one adds 7 starting from 0. Be careful that you know where you're starting from, but this is a nice way to show you how to organize your thinking on sequences. I think you guys have probably got the idea of this one. Page 6, what did I learn? Just goes over what you learned, and just be very careful of what the operation is. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm going to create breakout rooms. You can work alone or with a partner. Remember that you are to work on 1405 first. Yes, question? Go ahead. Hello, speak up. Who is that? Nora, go ahead and ask your question.
Can I have a partner?
Yes,
Can I
who would
have a
like to be
partner?
partners with Nora? Christian?
Yes.
Okay,
I would like a partner also.
okay, who's that, Javen?
Yep.
Can I be partners with Javen then?
Yep, Kainoa and Javen, okay. Move to room 8. And Christian, where are you? There you are. And where's Nora? She's in room 4. Move to room 4. Anybody else want a partner? Okay, and then Halame, I'll come to your breakout room and do your thing with you. And Bree, I'll come to your breakout room and do your thing with you. If you would please go to your breakout room, that would be awesome. And then Amoy and Bree, we will have our book club in room 1 at 10:30. If I forget, will you please come get me? Because you know I'm terrible about remembering that. All right. Good luck, guys. And if you have a question, call me there, okay? There we go. Bree, I'll be in your room second. Hey, Halame, how are you?
Good.
Okay, you ready for, oh, I got a quick